All right, so we've been talking about similar triangles and what makes them similar, but we haven't given you names for it yet. So you've already done this. We're just going to prove these triangles are similar using theorems, the same way we did in Unit 5 with congruent triangles. Now we're just proving them similar. So like congruency theorems, you had 3 pieces of information. And in this case, you have the side similarity theorem, not the congruency theorem. I'm not proving the triangles are exactly the same. I'm just proving that they're similar. So this is exactly what you've done in the past. I look at my smallest triangle. I take the smallest side on the smallest triangle, and I compare it to the smallest side on the biggest triangle. So I get the smallest side on the smallest triangle, which is JK, over the smallest side on the biggest triangle, which is XY. And then I'm going to compare that to the middle sides. So the smallest triangle, KL, the biggest triangle is YZ. Those are my middle values. And then the biggest sides on the small triangle compared to the big triangle. And I get 1/2 compared to 2/4, which reduces to 1/2. Compared to the biggest sides, 3/6, which reduces to 1/2 as well. So I have a scale factor of 1/2, right? They all reduce to 1/2. Are they similar? Yes, they all have the same scale factor. Yes, and I know because, let me move my picture over, the sides of one triangle are proportional to the sides of the other. They all have the same scale factor. You've already learned this. We're just putting a new name on it. And that means now, though, I can say that triangle JKL is similar to XYZ because of the side similarity theorem. So now I can justify what I'm saying. You always want to do that, right? Don't walk around making false accusations. Let's see. Where is it? Having technical difficulties. So now we're going to look at this one. Let's see if these are similar. So I have a purple triangle and I have a blue triangle. Are the sides in proportion? Well, let's see. I take the smallest side on my purple triangle, which is 2, and the smallest side on my blue triangle, which is 3. So I've got 2/3. Now I do it with the middle sides. The middle side on the purple triangle is 4. The middle side here is 6. Doesn't matter where it looks physically, you're going by value. Middle side over middle side. That reduces to 2/3 as well. And then I'm going to look at the biggest side on the purple triangle, which is 6, and the biggest side on the blue triangle, which is 9. 6/9 reduces to 2/3. Are they similar? Yes, because they have the same scale factor of 2/3. So I can say yes because of the SSS, the side similarity theorem. Okay? So now let's look at another one. We looked at side. Now let's see if side angle side works. It does. So if the 2 sides are proportional, the angle included between them is congruent, then the 2 triangles are similar. I can prove they're similar. Can't necessarily prove they're congruent, but I can prove that they're similar. So let's look at this. Which angles are congruent? Well, angle J, right here, and angle X. So those are congruent. Then I'm going to look at my sides. Which sides are proportional? Well, my smallest side, JK, is proportional to XY. That's 1/2. Let's see if JL is 3, XZ over XZ is 6. 3/6 reduces to 1/2. So they're proportional. They have the same scale factor of 1/2. So yes, they have a proportion of 1/2. The scale factor is 1:2. And the included angle is congruent. I've marked J and X as congruent. They have the same mark on them, so they're congruent. So that means that triangle JKL is similar to triangle XYZ. Not congruent. It's not the same thing because of the side angle side similarity theorem. Not the side angle side congruency theorem. They're not congruent. They're just similar. They're not congruent because 1 doesn't equal 2. 3 doesn't equal 6. That's crazy. Crazy. What are you guys thinking? Okay. So now we need to show that triangle JMK, this little triangle on the top, is similar to JSQ, the big triangle. So the key thing you're going to do here, whether you want to or not, I highly recommend that you draw the 2 triangles separately. Okay? So you're going to put your little triangle, oh, those aren't right. Oh, yeah, they are. You're going to put your little triangle is actually the JMK, the one on the right, with the sides 4 and 5. And then the big triangle is actually 16 and 12. Okay? So you have this triangle, the blue triangle is your little triangle, and the purple triangle is your big triangle. It's not to scale, but I drew them out. So now that I've redrawn them, I can tell that my angles, angle J is congruent to angle J. I don't like saying J, So I'm going to write it out as SJQ. So the big angle is congruent to the little triangle angle. They're really the same angle, but I'm marking this that I'm comparing two different triangles, right? I'm looking at this angle, angle J, in reference to the small triangle, so angle MJK, and in reference to the big triangle, angle SJQ. Okay. Are any sides proportional? Well, let's find out. I've got JM, my little side on my little triangle, compared to the big side on the big or the little side on the big triangle, JS. And I do the same thing for JK and JQ. So let's put the numbers in. JM is 4. JK is not 12. JK is 4 plus 12, which is 16. Don't make that mistake. Okay? This side is the whole thing. JS is 4 plus 12. Okay, back to Unit 1, where you say the two little pieces add up to the big piece. Okay? And I do the same thing for JK. So JK is 5. I'm just putting that number in there. And the whole side, JQ, is actually 5 plus 15. So that's 20. But they both reduce. 4 over 16 is 1/4. 5 over 12 is 20. Sorry, is 1/4. Don't believe me. Check it in Desmos. And my similarity statement is that, yes, triangle JMK is congruent to triangle JSQ because of the side, because of the side angle side theorem. Okay? I had a side that's proportional, I have an angle that's congruent, and I have a side that's proportional. Okay? So now I'm going to look at the very last one. And the very last one, let me move that up a little bit, says that angle-angle similarity. So technically, if I have two angles that I'm told are congruent, then I know the two triangles are similar. Because really, if two triangles are congruent, then, if the two angles of a triangle are congruent, then all the angles are congruent because they have to add up to 180, right? So we're told that angle J is congruent to angle X, and we're told that angle L is congruent to angle Z. That's what they tell me right up here, okay? So are they similar? Yes, because of the angle-angle theorem. If angle J is congruent to X and angle L is congruent to Z, then the two triangles are similar. Not congruent triangles, just similar triangles. Can't prove they're congruent. So that would mean that J and X are in the same spot, L and Z are in the same spot, and so K and Y have to be in the same spot. So JKL is similar to XYZ because of the angle-angle theorem. And now we're going to do the same thing down here. I'm looking at these drawings here, okay, and we're told that angle STH, so STH, that's 61, and angle FGH, well, that's 61 as well. Angle T and angle G are 61. And angle SHT, see that's this angle right here, and angle FHG are congruent because they're vertical angles, right? So are there any sides proportional? No, I don't know any of the sides. So can I say that they're similar? Yes, because of the angle-angle theorem. So these two triangles are similar because of the angle-angle theorem. You can't see that on the recording, so I'm going to do this. Whoops-a-daisy. Let me go back and see if I can pull it up. Let me do this. And it's still not working. Oh, shoot. We almost had it. There we go. Now you can see it. Triangle HTS is congruent to triangle HGF. Right? H to T to S is congruent to H to G to F, right? Because angle T and angle G are congruent, angle H, SHT is congruent to FHG, and angle S is congruent to angle F. So those go in the same places. Those are not congruent triangles. They are similar triangles. I don't know if they're congruent or not. I can't prove it with the information I'm given, but I can prove that they're similar. So I'm going to run with that one. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. You have a practice to do now. So use your notes to help you with the practice. And if you have any questions, please ask us.